Coming to you live from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, and all across the world, psychic, medium, and energetic healer Sheena Meadow brings you Messages from Spirit.
Hi, and welcome to Messages from Spirit, only on PARAPOD TV network. I'm your host, Sheena Meadow. I'm a psychic medium. I'm an interfaith minister. I'm an intuitive and energetic healer. And I come to you live every week from 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific time from my home in Southern California. Here's what we do every week on the show. I'm a real psychic, and I'm talking to real people every week. And every week, they're asking real questions, and I'm seeking to get real answers from Spirit so that I can get them the help that they need and the healing that they need, real healing. So that's what we do every week. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, boy, I would love that. Send me a text message. It's 818 area code 437-0886. That's 818-437-0886. And if you are out of the country, 1-818-437-0886 on WhatsApp. WhatsApp's a great way to get a hold of me if you're out of the United States. And of course, please visit me and learn more about me at my website. It's SheenaMeadow.spiritual.com. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about just letting go and keeping going. You know, I probably say this to my clients at least one a day. I say this to somebody once a day. There is a physics property, right? An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. It's so important to be the object in motion. Now, I'm not saying we don't need downtime to heal our bodies. We don't need downtime to rest our minds. We don't need downtime to heal our hearts. We don't need downtime to heal our souls, because we need all of that. But it's so important that you keep going. So many people sort of sit down on their path. They never get up. I have a friend that grew up in Africa. He told me this really funny story that when you work in Africa in a rural area where there's literally like one road that gets you to work, sometimes you'll be on your way to work and an elephant will come and it will just sit down in the road. And you're not going anywhere because the whole road is being taken up by the elephant sitting in the middle of the road. And it just sits there till it feels like getting up, and then it gets up. And so sometimes when you get to work 2-3 hours late and people look at you, say, oh, you know, an elephant in the road, and everybody goes, oh, yeah, because everybody's had it happen to them. I think sometimes we're the elephant in the road. We are so sick of the strife and the struggle and the heartache that we just sit down on our path and we don't get up. And sometimes it's hours, days, months, weeks, years. And the sad thing is that it hurts your healing. You know, it's like your physical body, right? When you have surgery, painkillers the first couple days, couple of weeks help your body. You need them to heal because you won't heal from the trauma because of the trauma of the pain. But after a while, they actually hurt your body and you heal faster without them. It's the same thing with taking a break. You need to take a break. We all need to take a break. We all need to be the elephant who sits in the road. But then that helps us to heal initially. But then if we don't get up and we don't keep moving and we don't be the object in motion that stays in motion, then it actually winds up inhibiting our health. So the trick is to take the break that you need, but make sure you say to yourself, this is temporary. And then when it is time, that's when you get up and start moving, because you will heal from everything faster if you're in motion. Get up, go back to work, go into therapy, get a spiritual counselor, find a church that sings to your soul, take a class, have conversations in your head, meditate, anything you have to do to stay in motion. So important. Anyway, that's my little message for you today. And now I'd like to give someone a message from Spirit.
Hi, Sheena.
Hi.
How are
Um,
you?
I'm good. Who are you? Where are you from, sweetie?
I'm Heather, and I'm from Allen, Texas.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Where is Alan?
It's kind of right out of the Dallas area, like in the suburbs.
Fantastic. I know Dallas very well.
Yeah,
I'm going to come back there and teach soon, someday. Maybe later this next
I'll
year.
be there.
Yeah, I would love that. What's your question for me, sweetie?
My question is, I was very close to my grandparents, and recently my grandmother, I've been feeling her around me a lot lately with my awakening process. And I just wanted to know if I had known her in a past life before, or if she had been like my mother or another, like a grandmother to me before.
Absolutely. I mean, she felt very much like your mother, even in this life.
Yeah.
That she was like very much a mothering uh, soul in this life.
Yeah.
And when she died, she decided to stay and watch you and become a guiding spirit for you. And she's telling me that this awakening process, I mean, it's tough for everyone, right? I mean,
Yeah.
whenever you get awakened and activated, it's rough. But she said you're having a particularly hard time with it. Like it's
Yeah.
brought up all these things in you, and you sort of feel like when you gain a bunch of weight and your pants don't fit
Yeah.
anymore, like you sort of feel like you've expanded spiritually and your life doesn't necessarily fit anymore.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's like, yeah, it totally does. I feel like I'm, I don't know, like half in, half out type, like with my shadow self, or my life that before becoming awakening, and then my life what it's becoming now. Like I can't find I don't know, I just can't find my other life to fit into my awakening life. Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the hardest things, sweetheart, when you're on a spiritual journey and your spiritual self begins to expand, because we all have a spiritual self and an earthbound self, our spiritual life and our human life. And one of the biggest challenges in every lifetime for all of us is to find a way to make them not only do this, but do this. Not
Yeah.
just run parallel beautifully, but also really intertwine. And you will find that. It's just taking a little bit of time, sweetie. It's just know, as you're feeling frustrated and you're feeling that it's difficult and you don't know how much more you can take of it, know that it's something that everybody who awakens deals with, and that it's a
Mhm.
super hard lesson from spirit for all of us. Because once we start really getting into our spiritual life, it feels so good. We don't really care about our earthbound life
I
anymore.
know, that's exactly what I've been
And
experiencing.
then
I'm like, do I have to go back?
exactly. And then one day we put the tarot cards down and we realize, oh my God, I don't even know if I like my life anymore. And so we just need to find a way to integrate and enhance our earth life so that it fits now with everything that our spiritual life has brought to us, so that we can make our pants fit again. That's
Yeah.
really what it's about. It's just you got to let your pants out so they fit again. And because you're now a spiritual being, you do better in, like, comfortable stretchy pants. You don't really want to go back to that confined
Right.
life that you had before, right? You're going to be okay, sweetie, and I'm with you on every leg of this journey, and everything's going to be all right. And we're all sending lots of prayers to you.
Thank
Grandma's
you
with
so
you
much.
all the time. You can talk to grandma whenever you want. She loves that.
I know, I love her. I love her so much.
Take care, sweetheart.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Heather has something that we all deal with, which she's talking about. It's a perfect way to start the show. And what I was talking about objects in motion, staying in motion, right? Sometimes we start to walk our spiritual path and we get scared or overwhelmed. It all kind of becomes too much. And then when it becomes too much, that's when we need to stop and make sure that we're integrating our human life as we go. Because if our spiritual life and our human life get too far away from each other, then it starts to really seem like we're disenfranchised from ourselves and we're not happy in either life. So it's really important that as you expand spiritually, you keep checking in on yourself. um, keep doing a check on yourself, and make sure that your human life is okay too, and that you're doing okay. All right. Beautiful first call. Thank you, Heather. Let's do another message from Spirit. I'm ready. Hi.
Hi, I'm
How are
Patricia.
you?
I'm
Hi,
from
Patricia.
Farmingdale, New Jersey,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
and I'm excited about being here.
I'm excited to have you here, sweetheart. Where is Farmingdale? I'm going to ask everybody today.
Farmingdale is 6 miles due west of Belmar on the Jersey Shore.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right. Nice. So you're literally on the water.
No, I'm 6 miles from it, which is a fraction of the time to get there, but I grew up on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. I mean,
So
6
I'm
miles.
a true Jersey girl.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm a beach girl too. So I understand what an important part is of your life when you grow up with the ocean around you.
Absolutely. I'd never move away from an ocean.
Originally an Atlantic girl and now a Pacific girl. And I love them both, even though they're such different animals, those two.
I've been told that.
So what's your question for me today, sweetheart?
So I recently found out I have to have a medical procedure.
Okay.
Not concerned about it. It's probably something very simple. Because of my age, it's become a little more difficult or involved, I should say. My concern is I don't want to anytime soon become incapable of taking care of my home and the environment I currently live in.
Got it. Got it. I don't see that being a problem, sweetheart. I think when you're older, and it starts really with the middle of your life, right? I mean, I've been dealing with it since my 40s. People want to start telling you how everything is going to kill you and incapacitate you.
Yes.
And you just can't listen to it, right? A medical procedure that's not a big deal is not a big deal. And you will heal from it and you'll be fine. And I think that doctors should learn in medical school to stop saying at your age.
Yeah, that frustrates me.
And just because it just instills fear in us.
Yeah.
It makes us scared to go to the doctor because we keep hearing about all these horrible things that are going to happen to us.
My fear is becoming unable to care for, I've told you this before, I have 3 stray cats that live on my porch.
Sure.
I don't want to become incapable of being here and taking care of them until their time comes.
Right.
So
Well,
I want to make sure.
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
I want to make sure that I'm here for them. I made a promise to them. I want to keep that promise.
That's beautiful. Is there anything that would make you think that you might lose your capability because of the surgery?
I don't know. I think it's overall, I've lost my confidence.
Yeah, sweetie, you're just scared. I mean, I don't see that this is any surgery that you're not going to be able to come home. And worst comes to worst, you order the cat food, have Amazon bring it, and you stick it in a bowl on the porch. You know, I just think that society scares us and tells us we have to be terrified to be old, and that once a health problem happens, more are going to happen, and more things will develop. And well, yeah, because you're dying from the day you're born, right?
Well, of course.
We're just cut flowers in a vase from the moment we come out. But you can't let yourself get scared into thinking that a recovery period means you're going to have to leave your home.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to abandon anybody.
No. When is your surgical procedure?
Sometime beginning of October. Hasn't been.
All right. We'll say lots of prayers.
Yet.
Everything is great. Everything is good, sweetheart. All right.
I feel good. My head isn't with it. You know what I mean?
I got it. You got to set the intention that you're going to come home and be okay. Are you going to be like, is it an orthopedic thing where you're going to be?
No. It's a female thing.
Oh, honey, please. Yeah, I didn't see that there was any way you were going to be incapacitated, but I felt like I needed to ask because I was confused. Yeah.
No.
It's 6 weeks, honey. 6 weeks of I hate my life, and then you'll be so much better.
Good to know.
You're amazed how fast you'll heal. I've had that, 9 times in my life, ending with the big one where it all literally went to hell. And you know what? It's for 2 weeks, and then you just start to feel really good.
And I just got to say too, I have to thank my husband because he came to me in a dream last night.
Good. Told you I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
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 You feel so much better when it's gone. That stuff needs to leave. When you're
Yeah,
no
that's
longer
the
going to
way I'm
use
thinking.
it, you need to lose it.
I
So
sure don't need it. So
no, no. And yes, no, you're going to be great. Everything's going to be great, sweetie. I'm here when you need me. Okay.
thank you.
We're going to send you some
Thank you.
prayers for your surgery. Thank you, Patricia.
Take care.
Yeah. I know doctors are supposed to be comforting to us, but sometimes they just scare us, and it's scary, and it's creepy. And today I am dealing with a UTI, and I texted my doctor of my whole life and said, can you just call me in a prescription for an antibiotic? And we don't do that anymore because people are becoming dependent upon antibiotics. So you have to go get a test, and it's going to take 3 days to get it back. And in the meantime, just go to over the counter and get some, bladder relief. I'm like, really? I think I'll just drink 2 quarts of cranberry juice and a gallon of water and call it a day. I mean, everything now is a fear. Now I have to fear I'm going to get, antibiotics will no longer work for me, even though I haven't had an infection like this in like 5 years. But no, everything's about fear now, creating fear. And I think it's the fear of everything that is what really hurts our immune system. So let the fear go. It's an easy surgery. You're going to be fine, sweetheart. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's do another message from Spirit. Hi.
Hi.
How are you,
I'm
sweetheart?
so happy to see you.
I'm
I'm
happy
so
to
sorry
see
you're
you.
sick.
Oh, that's okay. It's just a UTI. It's just unpleasant. It's not, it's unpleasant. I don't know how to describe it other than that. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember menstrual cramps. It's like that. I left that behind a long time ago. So, but yeah, isn't it sad how doctors scare us into thinking that everything is the end of the world and we live in a place of fear? So I'm sorry, tell us all who you are and where you're coming in from.
I'm calling from Chuviak, Alaska. I'm
Beautiful.
about 26 miles north of Anchorage.
Oh, not a little tiny area? Is it a small area?
It's a small area. I live on 2.5 acres and it's all wooded. And I'm hoping we don't get snow right now for maybe a few days. Sheena, I do want to tell you, I totally agree about that cranberry juice. I'm a constant believer in that.
Yeah, get that cranberry juice, people. I take the juice supplements. It's like 20 glasses of juice in one pill, because cranberry juice, I think, is just a punishment. But yeah, and we should all be doing it anyhow all the time. And I laxed on it. That's probably why this happened. What's your question for me, sweetheart? Spirit's ready for you.
Well, I have texted my question to you several times, but I haven't felt the release of myself to even know the answer. My jewelry disappeared from my bedroom. I don't even know when it disappeared because I trusted my home to be safe. It had all my wedding rings and my son who passed his school ring. It was in, and I got to thinking, well, maybe I hid the jewelry because I had went to Nevada. So I'm a knower myself. And for some reason, I can't even know for myself. I don't know what to think. I've been trying to think if I should call some psychic on the psychic hotline. But I thought I'd just save this question for you, Sheena, because I do love you so much. And I know you help people.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't see that anybody stole it. It does not feel stolen. It feels like it fell somewhere and tucked itself somewhere.
Well, it was in green silk pouches in my purse beside the bed. And that purse is totally empty. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
but nobody's been at your house to steal it since you went to Nevada, right? I mean, I just don't see that anybody took it.
My grandson lives here, And he has 2 friends that have come here and probably used the bathrooms.
Okay.
And I don't really know them. And they don't come around anymore, so I don't know. But
Yeah,
it bothers me because I was married a long time and it's all my wedding rings because we went
of
through a couple
course.
sets. And
Of
I,
course. Sweetie,
anyhow,
keep the faith, sweetie. At some point, just pull everything in your room out and look under everything.
so you're thinking I might have put them away myself?
Yeah. Yeah. I am. Yeah.
Well, then I feel better about it, but I will do as you say, and I appreciate that
Please.
advice. And
Please,
I
sweetheart.
wanted
Just
to know how I
you wanted
want
to
to
know what,
know how
sweetheart?
you feel about the gifts that I have in trying to help people.
I think it's
I
beautiful.
think I've been a psychic since I was 8.
I think
And
probably since you were born.
oh, I don't remember that part.
Well, they were still
But you
there.
know, Sheena,
You don't remember, but spirit does.
there I get some strange thoughts sometimes when I come and meet people, and Spirit has told me don't say something bad to them, because they might not want to hear it, and I have to listen, and I do that. But if it's really important, should I tell them?
Yes. Yes, you should, sweetie. You should. Absolutely. Yes, don't deny your gifts. Spirit is ready for you to move into your gifts. And I'm here when you need me, all right, sweetheart?
Honey, you
Take
are
care,
so special, and
thank you.
I appreciate anything you've got to say. I
Thank you,
want to get
sweetie. I
back to
appreciate
doing my work.
Yes. Yes,
I
I love
closed
that. And
my
I want to
office.
hear all about that. All right, sweetie, I've got to run. I've got another one coming in, but you are wonderful.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Thanks, honey. And I'm fascinated with Alaska, and I've always wanted to go. There are very few places in the world on my bucket list, but Alaska. Oh my goodness, but I don't want to get abducted by aliens. All right, I want to give another message from Spirit. Remember, if you want to be a guest on the show, 818-437-0886. Text me or visit SheenaMetalSpiritual.com to learn more about me. And please follow me everywhere on social media at Sheena Metal. That's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and X, formerly Twitter. All right, who wants a message from Spirit? Hi.
Hey, Sheena, how are you?
Good. How are you? Who are you and where are you from, sweetheart?
Lisa from Columbia, South Carolina, formerly Connecticut.
Well, yes, me too. Formerly Connecticut. I'm going to add that to my bio. Actually,
There
it's
you
in my
go.
bio. I'm lying. So, how may I help you, Lisa? What's your question, sweetheart?
Vacillating between two. One is what's going on with the clown car at work? Like, I just feel like clowns are just, you remember those old school clown cars, and they're coming out of the sunroof, every door, the trunk, the engine, everywhere.
And some are evil looking.
And some are evil. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's definitely. I think that work has just become a poop show. There's a couple people at your work that are very toxic. And it's also almost like everyone has caught the toxic flu. And either people are brainwashed and on board with the toxicity, or they're all flustered and overwhelmed and upset by the toxicity. And just everything is off kilter. And I'm so sorry, sweetie. It must not be a good environment to work in.
It's not good. But I'm trying to remain calm through the
Good.
storm. I'm actively looking. I'm not getting involved with the drama because I can't.
Good. No, it's not worth it. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Correct.
Because it's the people aren't going to listen. It's going to fall on deaf ears. They're not going to listen. And so why waste your energy on a situation that's not going to change? Right. Just bide your time, stay under the radar, keep your head down, collect your paychecks, and keep looking for something else.
Okay. So you see something else coming through?
Yeah, by the end of the year.
Okay. Okay.
All right, sweetie, you're in good
Okay.
shape, and I thank you for being
All
here with
right.
me.
Love you. Thank you, girl.
Love you too, honey.
All
Take
right.
care.
See
Bye-bye.
ya. Bye.
Everybody's so lovely to me. I'm very fortunate in my life that everyone is so lovely to me. You know, when I was a little girl, my mama was so special, but she wasn't a person that ever would have told you she was special. She was very shy, very quiet. But man, she would walk in a room and people would just be like, woo. I mean, you know what I mean? This was a woman that didn't leave the house a lot of the time because people overwhelmed her. But there was such a charisma to her when she walked in a room, and people would say the nicest things to her. And I would always think, wow, all I can aspire to in my life is to have the humanity and the humility that my mother has, and do something that affects people. And when people say nice things to me, I always think about that. I'm like, oh, that makes me think I'm a little bit like my mama. So thank you. Thank you for all the lovely things you say. And it inspires me to continue to do this and love doing this work and take phone calls from clients at 3 a.m. and when I have UTIs. So I love you guys. All right. I want another message from Spirit.
Hi, Sheena.
Hi.
It's Dawn from
Hi.
Stratford up in Canada.
Beautiful. One of my first Canadians, well, first on this show, and only a few Canadians so far in the weeks we've been doing this. So it's wonderful to have you here, sweetie. What's your question for me?
Well, before I forget, I want to tell you, try raspberry leaf tea because it is not the horribleness of the cranberry juice, and it helps almost instantly.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, great. I will.
Yeah. So my question is I'm kind of open to like whatever you're getting. I've been kind of going through it since the last time we spoke, and my grandma came through with the message of like, it's going to be okay. And that's gotten me through for sure. Good. So I'm just I'm trying to pull myself back out of it, I guess.
Okay. That makes
Not
sense.
really. And yeah, I'm just okay. So my friend from school passed away a few months ago.
Okay.
And then my best friend and him were getting really close. She's having a really hard time with it. And she asked me yesterday if there was some way of like getting in contact with him specifically.
Sure.
And I guess, yeah, I kind of want to know how I can go about like helping her and myself at the same time. Yeah.
Sure. First of all, have her contact me if she wants, and we'll figure
Great.
it out. He definitely would love to hear from her.
Great.
Because he feels her grief, and it's hard on him that she's feeling that way and feeling that way because of him.
Yeah.
So it would be really great if she would be in contact with him.
Okay, I will give her
know that he's happy and healthy and safe where he is.
Okay.
And he would just like to have a nice conversation with her. Does that make sense? He doesn't want her to think that he's like needs to talk to her because he's totally messed up, or there's a scary where he is. He's fine.
Okay.
He's just worried about her. And he really wants to stress that with her, that he's fine. He's just really worried about her. Does that make sense?
It does. He was a sweetheart when he was here, and I'm worried about her too. So yeah, I'll give her your number as soon as we get off. Yeah.
You are wonderful. Just send me a text and do that. How can I help you?
I kind of fell into a bit of a depression, and which isn't untypical, and I'm just kind of having a hard time getting out of it. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say not untypical, because you have that happens. So you just need to start, when we get done here right now, make a list of 5 things in your life you feel good about, and try to add to that list every day, and focus on that. Read that list to yourself every morning when you get up.
Okay.
You're focusing on the positive and not worrying about the things that get you down. You'd be amazed at how fast that sort of picks you up from your bootstraps, as our grandparents used to say, and lifts you up. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Sheena.
Beautiful. I'm sending you so much love. It's going to be okay. And please send my love to your friend.
Thank you.
Take care, sweetie.
You too.
Yeah, it's hard, man. The blues come for you, right? When you think they're not gonna, and then they do, and they hit you, and it's not good. So it's super important to just keep picking yourself up along the way before it gets bad. Does that make sense, my friends? Okay. Let's do another message from Spirit.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Hello. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Who are you and where are you from?
My name's Kirsty Bailey. It's okay. Nobody's here. Sorry. My dog heard your voice and thought somebody was at the door.
Bailey, it's okay, sweetie. Wonderful baby.
She's very protective. I have my 5-year-olds here too, so she's pretty protective. But my name's Christy. I'm calling in from Romney, West Virginia.
Beautiful.
And I've got Landon, my 5-year-old here as well.
Yeah.
So you might hear him in the background. But my question is, so I am focusing more on my spiritual journey, and
Good.
I'm really trying to connect with my guides.
Good.
And I feel like I've kind of hit a roadblock. I'm sure I'm the one that's causing it. But I wanted to know, how can I go about doing that? Is there one in particular I should focus on? And just how to restart that process, I guess.
I think that the most important thing, sweetie, for you, I mean, I know it's easy for us to think of gifts and path as different things. Like people ask me all the time, you know, am I clairaudient? Am I clairsentient? Am I this? Am I that? The truth is gifts are gifts, right?
Right.
It's like saying, you know, am I an actor? Am I a dancer? Am I a singer? Some people are all those things. When you're an artist, it's sort of a 360 thing, and you just have things you specialize in. When you have spiritual gifts, it's the same thing. So I would say, instead of trying to focus on one thing, the most important thing to do would be just to continue to open up and ask Spirit to bring in whatever Spirit wants to bring in. And remember, most importantly, always first is getting your empathy under control, because otherwise those other things come in and your mind explodes, not in a good way. So it's really important that you control how much energetic information you're letting in via your empathic channel, your God channel. Aside from that, you have the ability to have everything. As you walk your path, you will find out two things. One, what you have really special gift for, and two, what you really enjoy. Because a lot of times with spiritual gifts, it's about you do the thing you like. Because it's all helping people. It's all helping the world. It's all becoming better in tune with yourself. And Spirit doesn't care which of those gifts you use. You use what you enjoy, and you use what you feel you're good at. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
So that's just it, sweetie. You walk the road, and you do your thing, and then you decide what you want to specialize in. And you don't have to make that decision anytime soon. What you don't want to do is say, I'm a medium, and then you're not other wonderful stuff that could come in, right?
Absolutely.
I didn't want to be a medium. I swore I wasn't a medium. And then all of a sudden, you know, somebody's dead Sphinx cat's talking to me in my car. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm a medium. So you let Spirit decide what information to send you. Does that make sense, Christy?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
I appreciate
you are wonderful, my friend. And I can't wait to see how things open up for you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here with me today. What great people. What a great show. This is awesome. Yeah. Don't decide what you are. Let Spirit reveal to you what you are. And I say that to people about their sexual identity, their gender identity, what they want to do with their life and career, what people they want in their life, who they want to partner with romantically. Just stay open and let Spirit bring you these wonderful gifts, and not, you know, you decide. That's not why we're here. We're here to learn and grow. And we learn and grow the best when we listen to Spirit. So especially with our spiritual gifts. She had her little one and her doggy. I have my small baby Cullen outside the door. He doesn't know why he can't come in, and he's not happy. So if you hear something that sounds like a banshee wailing in the background, that's my boy. All right, I would love to give another message from Spirit. Hi.
Hi, Sheena. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Who are you and where are you from, sweetheart?
I'm John Luna, and I'm from Urbana, Illinois.
Beautiful. And what's your question, honey? How may I help you?
Well, where do you even begin?
Yeah, it's not going to be good when it starts with ugh.
As well as you know, I kind of have been going through some emotional stages
Sure.
the last couple of days. Yesterday, however, Cooper and I were out on our daily walk, and he kind of was acting a little strange this time. Like he was almost sensing like somebody else was like with us on our walk. And he usually isn't like in that spiritual, he doesn't sense that kind of stuff. And I took some photos of our surroundings, and I didn't really see anything. I can actually show you the photos, and how he was like reacting. So here's one,
Okay.
and then this is the other one where he was kind of like by me. His ears are tucked in,
Okay.
and then here was our part of our surrounding. That's
Okay.
a building,
Very beautiful.
and then this.
I think that he is extremely protective of you now, honey, because he knows that you're going through a lot.
Mm,
You've had a bad falling out with a person, right?
correct.
And he is very angry at that person for making you feel like this. So it's in turn made him very protective of all people, especially, people of that gender. He's kind of freaked out. He doesn't want anybody to come in and hurt his mommy.
Right.
So now even when spiritual things are around you, and spiritual things are around us all the time, right? Wherever we go.
Right.
And we don't see it all the time, but our animal children do. He's seeing, angelics, and he's seeing spirit guides, and he's seeing, dead people in the park. And he's like, I don't know what any of this is, but I want it all away from my mommy right now. So he's just in a place right now where he's sort of in fight mode.
Mm-hmm.
Or flight mode, either both. And so I think you just need a lot of cuddling, a lot of touching, a lot of reassuring him that you're going to be okay and everything's going to be okay. Put on a movie that makes you laugh and laugh a lot. Put on some happy music. Cook some things that smell good to him and give him some. And you eat some. So he just sees that everything's okay and mommy's not falling apart, because it makes him feel very worried when he thinks something's wrong with you.
Okay.
Does that make sense, sweetie?
Yeah, absolutely. I will be sure to do that. Just kind of, like I said, it just kind of caught me off guard because he usually doesn't sense a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I was just wanted to make sure that he was going to be okay.
He just got to put his little soul at rest.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? He just needs his little soul to be at rest, because he just worries. He worries about you. And, you're his everything. So he's extremely protective of you.
Yeah.
And whatever guy hurt you, should stay away for a little while, because Cooper might, bite him.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of did the other day. I had to drop some of the stuff off the other day, and he kind of went to go to try to pet him, and he actually kind of nipped at him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, you know what? Screw you, buddy. You hurt my mommy.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of love that. Animals are very interesting. I had some folks in about a month or so ago to clean my house, and my little baby Cullen, he peed on the floor. He's never peed on the floor. I mean, I've had him since he was 3 days old. Even when he was tiny, 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 he never missed the litter box, and it was right next to the litter box. So
Oh, wow.
obviously it was on purpose. It was
Right.
in the corner that's of my laundry room, and it was a lot. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh, he didn't, because he walked around the house after they left, and he kind of smelled everything, and he had this look on his face. I'm like, oh, he didn't like them, so they're not coming back. So you know, your animals have a really good sense of who you should be around and who you shouldn't. And if it doesn't get the Cooper seal of approval, it does not get mine.
Okay.
All right. You take care of you, sweetheart. Everything's going to be okay. Love your boy.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. You got to love that boy. Just love that.
I will.
Take care, hon.
Thanks.
I love people's animal companions. I've recently become obsessed with this Instagram page. I think it's Great Adventures 4. Anyway, it's these folks that have 4 monkeys, and their whole property and everything is set up as like a playground. They have 3 spider monkeys and a capuchin, and I love a capuchin because they look like little troublemakers. Oh my God, I can't stop watching these monkeys. I think that's what's gotten me through this week of not feeling good, is I just watch these monkeys the whole time. And they're such babies, and they're so happy, and all they want to do is snuggle and love. And you know what? Our animals are the best things about our life. And this little Cullen that sleeps next to me every night, he is such a good boy, and I don't know what I would do without him. So yeah, if your animals don't like somebody, they gotta go, because people can be replaced, but your animals are precious. So just my 2 cents. All right, let's do a message from Spirit. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Who are you, and where are you calling from, sweetheart?
I'm Misty from Vidor, Texas.
Beautiful. Where is that in Texas, sweetheart?
It is right in the middle of Beaumont and Orange.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm loving Texas. I had never been there until a couple of years ago. I started going there to teach, and I'm just think it's the most beautiful place, and I love it. I love all the lakes.
Yeah.
What's your question for me, sweetheart?
I have a question about dolls. Okay. I have 3 dolls.
Oh, dolls.
Yes.
I thought you said balls, and I was worried it was going to become an X-rated show. Okay, so you have three beautiful dolls.
I do, and they're beautiful dolls, and I wish I could show them to you right now.
Okay.
But I have this one that I get a weird vibe off of.
Yeah, it's haunted. Yeah.
Really?
It's haunted, right? It's haunted, and it also is kind of a like a little bit of a cantankerous personality, Misty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit of a troublemaker. Not like evil, but a little bit of a troublemaker.
I kind of figured that because I turned my SLS on and I could see her, like the full body of her.
Oh, yeah.
And I always tell myself, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm not going to mess with this. But then what do? I go ahead and go mess with it because I just can't get over the simple fact that she just brings me a weird vibe. I mean, not bad.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Yeah, but she's not bad, sweetie, and she's not gonna hurt you. She's just a little out there, and she's a little crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. That scared me.
And I don't think anybody should be scared except maybe the other dolls.
Oh.
She has a little bit of a jealousy thing, sweetheart, with the other dolls.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And
I don't understand because she's gorgeous.
Well, yeah, and she wants to know she's your favorite. And so I would tell her she was your favorite just for the sake of the other dolls.
Oh, really?
So they don't think she's jealous. Because she gets a little jealous, and she's got like I said, she's a little bit of a troublemaker. Not like I said, not evil, not awful. She's not going to hurt you. She's not going to hurt the other dolls. But I think sometimes she's a little bit of a competition with them.
Yeah.
So she needs mommy to tell her she's pretty.
I tell her all the time how pretty she is.
All right, good. You got to keep telling her she's pretty and have nice conversations with her because she loves when you talk to her.
I will. Thank you so much.
Take care, sweetie. What a joy to meet you.
A joy to meet you.
I'll talk to you soon. Take care. What great people today. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with today. I'm so happy with the lovely 8 lovely ladies that I talked to today. And from all over the country, right? What did we do today? Illinois, Texas, Alaska, New Jersey, South Carolina. We hit people, Canada. We hit people from all over the continent today. This is beautiful. It's so wonderful to be here every week with you, every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific time. It's just me and my wonderful engineer and producer, Emery, who, I mean, he makes it all happen backstage. It looks so flawless on camera, but it's because Emery's back there like the man behind the curtain from Wizard of Oz, making it work. I'm just the great and powerful Oz, but he's the one who's back there really being the real thing. And thank you so much to the beautiful Tony Sweet, who I've known for so long, who created and owns and runs a PARAPOD TV and also its sister radio stations, UBN Go and LGBTQI Go. Also, he is the founder of the PARAPOD Convention that I had the honor to speak at in April and will again next year, I'm sure. And also the Paranormal Club, which is on iHeartRadio and all these different places that run this as a podcast in an audio capacity. So you can check it out, all the audio streaming places. I love doing this show and I'm so honored to be here with you all. And if you want to be a guest on the show, send me a text message. It's going to go right here to my phone, 818-437-0886. Also check out more about who I am at my website, SheenaMetalSpiritual.com, and find me on social media everywhere at Sheena Metal. I would love that. Until I see you next Wednesday between 2 and 3 p.m. Pacific time, seek peace, live in love, lead with kindness, embrace unity, always work to raise your vibration, and know that you are loved and you are loved and you're loved by me. And if you're interested in booking a private session with me, if you like what you saw today, send me a text message and I will make sure to get right back to you and we'll set something up. I'm Sheena Metal. This is Messages from Spirit only on PARAPOD TV. And I'll see you next week. Take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.